class. Just wanted to have a quick vocab mini lesson to go over the vocabulary words from our story this week, Miss Rumphius. So remember, vocabulary words are just words found in the text, which is our story, Miss Rumphius, that may be new to you or they're a little bit trickier than other words. But these are words you need to know the meanings of to help you understand the story better. And if you understand the story better, you become a better reader. Then if you see these words in other texts, you'll already know what they mean, and it'll help you understand the story better and be a better reader like that. So we're going to go over the most important ones I felt that you needed to know from this week's story. So here we go. Okay, the very first most important word you need to know from this week's story is this word, lupins. Repeat after me, lupins. Okay, because I found out that it looks like it should be pronounced lupines, but it's not pronounced that way because I looked it up. It's lupins. These are the pretty flowers that are all over the story from this week. Miss Rumphius, there's the lupins flowers. And here they are on our other poster from our other lesson as well. Bam. Aren't they beautiful? Those are lupins. So they're colorful flowers and they have edible seeds. That means you can eat the seeds. So that's the meaning of the word vocabulary word lupins. Next we have conservatory. That's a long fancy word. That was from the story as well. A conservatory is a glass room used to grow plants. So you might have seen or heard of this before. It's just what it's called, a glass room, and there's plants everywhere, and the plants grow so much better, and so that's conservatory. Okay. Next we have the word sewing. And this isn't sewing like how my grandma sews with a needle and thread. This is sowing means that you're planting or scattering seeds. So farmers are out there sowing the fields. That means they're planting the seeds in their fields. So plants will grow and harvest so they can sell them, like corn and other plants like that. So Miss Rumphius was sowing. She was planting seeds. Okay. The next vocab word you need to know is a bushel. And I don't have a card for this, but bushel was in there a lot. And a bushel is a large bag of dried goods. Oh, you might have made your text-to-text connection because we learned back in September, Johnny Appleseed had a bushel of apple seeds. So he had a large sack of apple seeds. So that's what a bushel is, large sack of dried goods means seeds. There could be other things, but it's usually seeds in these stories we're reading. The next vocab word is hollow. And you've probably heard this word before. Hollow means, in this text, it means a valley. But so we know hollow meaning like empty or nothing inside. So this is like a valley. So kind of is a little bit the same, but I just remember as like the valley dips down and it's wide and it's not filled with anything. And that was from the story, Miss Rumphius. You can go back and listen to the story and listen to how they use the word. That's using text evidence like we talked about. That's what good readers do as well, being text detective. Good job. And two more words. The next word, you've probably heard this vocab word before, is the word moist. Moist. And moist means slightly wet or damp. Slightly wet or damp. That doesn't mean like soaking wet or drenched. If something's moist, it's just that means a little bit wet. So maybe remember in the beginning of the year when it was so hot outside and I would spray you guys with water with the spray bottle? That was just, you were just getting a little moist. I wasn't like dumping buckets of water on you. Just a little spray, just a little bit. So that was just moist. You were moist. And the last word I don't have a card for is the word catalog. Catalog. Okay, the word catalog means a magazine where people can order it and it comes to you like monthly. So your parents might have order a magazine catalog. You get a magazine in the mail every month, or you can buy magazine catalogs at the store. It's like just a magazine that they make a new one of every month. Okay, so I know like my mom gets I think she gets the recipe magazine. She gets a recipe catalog, and it's mailed to her every month, so you can try different things. It's different every month. Okay, so those are the words I felt were the most important to need to know for second graders to need to know. And I know on your vocab activities, you'll see those words that I sent to your parents for you guys to do, but you might see some other words. Still do them. Those were in the story too. I just thought that these were the most important. But you can go back to the story and listen for the other words too. So these are your two vocab activities for this week. This one is the vocab cut and glue. So what you do is read each definition. So this one says tall, colorful flowers with edible seeds. Hey, we just found out that was the lupins. So I cut out lupins and glue it right there. Do the rest of the page like that. That will help you practice knowing the meaning of the words. And the next vocab activity for this week, it tells you what days on the plans you should be following, tells you what days to do these on. Okay? So just like we always do in class, paperclip spinner. If you don't have a paperclip, you can just do one at a time. Spin the paperclip, whatever it lands on, you have to write it down. And so this is word spun, you write it in the empty box. This one says write a synonym. We already know that synonyms mean words that mean the same thing. This one says write an antonym. That means write the opposite. Write what it means. It means write the definition. Write it in a sentence. Make sure it's a complete sentence. Start with capitals. Have ending punctuation. You guys know the drill. And last but not least, the most fun one, I think, draw a picture. Gotta do all of them. Try your best. Okay? So I see all the vocab words on there. And those are your two vocab word activities for this week. And as always, have fun learning. Try your best. Keep being awesome. Bye.